Okie dokie, people. It is time to be up and about, and it is time to talk about today's hockey because we've got a game at 2 o'clock my time, I believe, which is the New York Rangers and Carolina. So there's an interesting game. Carolina comes in 1-0-1. The Rangers come into this 0-2. Georgiev is starting for the New York Rangers. Howden, Fast, and Buchnevich are the only goal scorers the Rangers have had in their first two games this year. Their hits leaders, McQuaid, Lettieri, and Shea all have 5 hits. Their power play through 2 games is 0-4. They don't have a power play goal. And their penalty kill is at 60%. That's not going to win you anything. And Lundqvist has a save percentage of .933 through the first 2 games. So, for people who have been saying that maybe, Lundqvist is done, maybe he's not. But the Rangers could be. Because with a .933 save percentage, they haven't been able to get him a win in either game. So now the kid comes in. And we'll see where Georgiev ends up. Because he's likely up against Mrazek. And the Carolina Hurricanes' top scorers. Aho has a goal and 2 assists. Ferland has a goal and an assist. Their hits leader is still Jordan Staal with 11. So Stahl's hitting anything that moves in the first 2 games. Their power play is also batting 0-4 in 2 games. Their penalty kill, 83.3%. Their goaltenders, both goaltenders have played. McElhinney is at .969. Mrazek's at .900. You want Mrazek's save percentage above .900, so you're going to play him today against the Rangers, is everybody's guess anyways. Georgiev's the only one that was confirmed, and the goalie for Toronto as well. The other ones are maybes at the stage where I'm recording this. Okay. Honestly, Carolina should win this. They're at home. The Rangers are on the road. The Rangers may be in for a long winless streak to start the season. That being said, I have learned over the last couple years of doing this channel that when Carolina has a chance to really get ahead, they usually stumble. And I know it's a new coach, it's a whole new team, but I still get that feeling that Carolina is able to find a way to stumble more times than not. And it's going to be an interesting game between the two of them. I'll see as much as I can. We have Thanksgiving stuff going on here today, and then as well there's the Doctor Who season premiere, and we haven't seen a Doctor Who episode in a very long time. So anyways, I will catch as much of these as I can in and around all of that stuff that's going on. Next up, so the Toronto Maple Leafs have to be somewhat disappointed with their efforts against Ottawa last night. So they're coming into this one with a 1-1 record, which a lot of fans will think should have been 2-0, considering who they were playing, to be honest. While Chicago is 2-0, I'm sure that Chicago would wish that they weren't come from behind victories over St. Louis, who had spotty goaltending in that game, and Ottawa, who, as Ottawa is expected to be one of the lesser teams in the NHL this year. So while their records aren't bad, I don't think either team is puffing their chests out and saying, we're here, we're contenders, and we're playing exactly how we hope we will. Sparks, and likely Ward, although this being a back-to-back, they could put their backup in. That's possible. Certainly on the Toronto side of things, Matthews has been a fantastic with 3 goals and 1 assist. Riley's got 1 goal and 2 assists. Worthy of note, Tavares, 1 goal, no assists in 2 games. So, Toronto, I still say, and this is something I said about the Tavares thing when they did it, they didn't need Tavares to be a successful team. Dermott leads the way in hits with 6 for Toronto. Their power play is running along at a 40% clip. They're going to keep that all year, obviously. Their penalty kill, 83.3%, which makes it odder that they're in the position they're in. When your special teams run at that kind of clip, being 1-1's kind of odd. But the Ottawa Senators just didn't give that power play a chance to hurt them last night. On the Chicago side of things, Taves, 4 goals and 1 assist in his first 2 games. Kane, 2 goals and 2 assists in his first 2 games. Hits leaders are Yoki Haru and Martinson with 5 each. Their power play is cruising at 0%. Their penalty kills at 66.7%, which is odd. But again, I know it's a small sample size, but I just find that kind of neat that the special teams are so much better for Toronto, but they're 1-1 compared to the 2-0 for Chicago. And Cam Ward with an 873 save percentage, which is lower than Anderson's 898 so far this season. So I would not be surprised if it's Sparks, and I want to say Forsberg. If it's not Delia, I'm pretty sure Delia got sent back down, and it'll probably be Forsberg. So that'll be interesting because, of course, Toronto's a team that can score. They're not necessarily a team that's viewed right now as having great defense. And Forsberg isn't viewed as a goaltender who's great at stopping the puck. So that would be an interesting matchup. Watch him get a shutout, right? That'll be an interesting game, though. All right, and last up, it's Detroit. It's LA. It's a battle of the teams that haven't won or lost yet. They both lost in overtime. And it's likely Howard and Quick. On the Detroit side of things, Nyquist and Larkin both had 2 assists in their first game. Sulak was the hits leader for Detroit with 5. Their power play, 33% in that first game. Their penalty kill, 83.3%. On the LA side of things, Toffoli and Kopitar had the goals for LA in that game. And Phaneuf was the hits leader with 4. Their power play didn't click, but their penalty kill was at 100%, which is reminiscent somewhat of last year. Their penalty kill was fantastic. Their power play, Howard 923 save percentage in that first game. Quick 909. So I would expect this number to come up. This number looks about right for Howard. When he's healthy, when he's confident, Howard can put up a 920 plus save percentage. So there's your 3 games, and honestly, I think LA should win this one because Detroit is in another year of change and turnover. Chicago's at home, but both of these teams are on a back-to-back, and it's likely they're both going to use backups. So that could be an interesting matchup there, and I'm not sure who's going to win that because I'm not a disbeliever in Sparks. I just don't know that I see the upside that some Toronto fans do. I know he's young, but I don't know that I see the upside. We'll see where we're at after tonight. And, of course, Carolina should beat the Rangers, but there's a lot of games Carolina should probably win that they find a way not to. Last season was tough, but anyways, there you go. There's your 3 matchups for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through and you just happen upon this video. And thank you guys so much for helping this channel pass 63,000 subscribers. That's pretty fantastic. And that's something for me to be thankful for this Thanksgiving. So thank you. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.